Well, I wasn't really quite sure how to start this video, but I guess I'll just start it like this. They're here. This is the Projekt Gemineye update, brought to you by Riffical Records. And here's your host, Mark Anthony Hay. Greetings, friends, and welcome to episode 107 of the Projekt Gemineye update. So, after much waiting, I'm so happy to say, as you noticed at the beginning of this video, they are here, finally. The records have arrived. Well, actually, let me put it to you like this. Let's go back to the beginning. A few days back, actually. 4 days, actually. I'm outside, enjoying the lovely weather, and receive a message on my phone from William at Train Records saying, much to my surprise, that he said that the order was complete. Now, I was totally surprised because I didn't even know that they had gone back yet, like fully operational. But it was welcome news. I had held back on saying anything about it because usually when this kind of stuff happens, you know, it's almost too good to be true. So I wanted to wait before I said anything. And then a few days back, I put that kind of cryptic message on the Projekt Gemineye group page there, saying that if the day was going to go good, I might have some good news. Now, what I was waiting for, or what I was hinting at for that, was that I was supposed to be receiving the albums proper at that point too. But as with all things that COVID has touched, shipping has become something that's a little bit dodgy right now as far as delivery times. So this morning, UPS truck pulled in front of the house. I knew that only because my dog Jackie went absolutely bananas and barking her head off. So I knew it could only be one thing. So I went out and saw a box in front of my door, and there's where the good news, bad news part kind of came in. I was like, hey, one box, that doesn't seem right. I brought it in, checked it. Sure enough, it was the album, but not all of them. Good news is that I have enough of them to give everybody who ordered will be getting the record because I have enough of them, luckily. So I was told by William that the rest of the albums will be given to me in a couple of days. Apparently what happened was UPS picked them all up, and because of how they stickered them, certain boxes went to certain drivers for some reason, and it got split up for some reason. But in any case, I'll get them. That's nothing for you to worry about. That's just something for me to worry about. I have enough of them to get your guys' orders rolling. And as of Monday, I will start on that. From what I understand, though, there's a holiday in the US. I mean, whatever. I'll still get started on them anyways, regardless. I will be sending the US orders to my US distributor friend, and I'll be sending the UK and European orders to the UK buddy of mine. And hopefully it should get to you, sooner than later. Again, like I said, apparently shipping, even with like UPS or Purolite or Federal Express, can be a little dodgy right now as far as time. Not so much as like not losing things or anything, but just might take a little bit longer than normally. But hey, we waited this long. And enough of my babbling. I know you guys are probably saying, well, show us. So let me show you the product, because I had opened my copy. Of course, I get number one. Of course, as I should, I think. So let's take a look at it. Here's the album. There is the sticker. I don't know. I never know if I'm doing this correctly. The hype sticker for it. It's a bit shiny because I still obviously have the shrink still on here. There's the back with the signed and numbered. And thankfully, this time, as you'll notice, the executive producer credits are there properly with Mark Arnold and John. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name, dude. I'll probably butcher it, so I'll just say John V. Okay, so when you open it up, what do you get? Well, excuse me. Smooth that microphone. So what you get for the first 50 people at least, let me just put this over here. It might be easier this way. So the first 50 people get the following. They get the poster, which turned out excellent, signed at the bottom. You get the download card, even though I've sent pretty much all of you the code already for it, but you get the card proper. And this is one thing I'm very happy. I think it turned out fantastic. The insert turned out really nice. Nice full size, and has everything in here perfectly laid out. It's laid out very nicely, very easy to read. They did a fantastic job with this. Okay, and the moment of truth. The vinyl, which of course again comes in the nice poly-lined sleeves, no garbage sleeves for my supporters. Wow, and take a look at that. I mean, it's gonna look better in person. Camera never does these kind of things justice, but here is the translucent yellow vinyl. I really love these center rings. Jason Pollan did a fantastic job on these. That's one side, and here's side B. Side B has the Earth image on there, which is so nicely done. It looks much better in person, trust me. With this glare and stuff, it's hard to make it look exactly as it looks when I look at it. And of course, you have all the, little dead wax information in here that I'm sure you guys will be interested in. Should I tell you what it says? I might as well tell you. You're going to see it anyways, but side A has Rest in Peace Neil Peart in the dead wax. And side B has, let's see if I can there it is. How does the story end in the dead wax? So, that is the album. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Waiting all this time, the last thing that somebody wants to get after you've waited this long for something like this is for it to come back and there be some kind of screw up, like they didn't use the right inner sleeve, they used a non-poly lined or a non-anti-static sleeve, or they didn't do something right with the inner sleeve booklet, or they didn't do something, I mean, it could have been numerous things that could have went wrong, but it turned out great. It looks great. It sounds great. And now it'll be coming to you to enjoy at last on your own turntable at home. And I'd like to take this moment to thank you all for your patience and your support. It means so much to me, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys are the greatest supporters a musician could ask for. I mean, I've only had one or two people who have actually messaged me in between these times and just, kind of asked, and very nicely to know, like, what the hell's going on, or nobody freaking out, just asking, what the situation was. And I've messaged them back and told them, and everybody's been very, understanding, and I thank you all very, very much for that. And it's that kind of, connection that I have with my supporters I've always wanted, and makes me strive to make the best possible music I can and the best possible albums for you guys to purchase, and the CDs and everything else. I always wanted to be top of the line because you guys deserve it. You really, really, really do. With that said, I'm just going to cut to something really quickly here, a little short commercial from the Riffical Records end of things, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. What a sight to behold. There we go. And as you noticed, I did want to just, put in a little bit of a heads up about my other band, the Dark Monarchy. Record will be coming out, well, the digital version of it will be coming out June 12th. We will be making a CD version of it as well, which I'll put up a pre-order for eventually. And maybe even if things go decently, we might even be able to do a vinyl of it. If you haven't checked out the Dark Monarchy, you might want to go check it out. I'd really appreciate your support with that. I think that it might be something that you guys will enjoy. It's not the same as Projekt Gemineye, but I don't think it's anything that would be totally, something that it's not like you're going to be hearing jazz music. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so that's that for the little plug there. Now, as for what's going on now, obviously I'll be sending everything out. And believe it or not, I have already started work on book 2. I've been writing quite a little bit here while in quarantine. And I got about 6-7 songs in, decent writing. How do I put this? I have it in a way that I can probably foretell if I'm going to keep it or ditch it. So I got about 6 or 7 that way. And when I'm at this point, usually it means that I have the drums complete and one kind of guide instrument, like a guide guitar. I have one song that has a guide bass guitar through the whole thing. I wrote it all on bass. And then another song I have that's written all on keyboard, Hammond organ, right? So it's interesting. I think it'll definitely be in keeping with the Projekt Gemineye tradition, and will tell the story well for book 2. And I just get this feeling that I have a feeling there might even be a book 3, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to conclude this story in just 2 books, but we'll see. Let's just throw that little nugget out there into space for you guys to chew on. But yeah, let's leave it at that. And again, thank you guys so much for your support. You will be, again, receiving your albums now sooner than later. I will keep everybody up to date on what's going on. Once the packages have been shipped, I will let you guys all know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing your comments about it, and hearing what you think about the album itself. I mean, obviously most of you have probably heard the music by now, but sometimes listening to it again on a different format is sometimes a completely different listen. So I'm curious to hear you guys' take on it. So until next time, my friends, I hope you all are keeping well, washing their hands and so on and so forth. I mean, that's one thing I've also noticed. People are, at least around here, have started to, think that things are all back to normal, and people, it's not gone yet. There's still a ways to go till we're back to completely normal. Please keep that in mind. I don't want any of my friends or family or supporters getting sick out there. Please be careful still. We still have to keep an eye on each other, okay? So I will talk to you all very soon. Until then, go outside and enjoy the day in your yards or something, and, keep your spirits up. And remember, the record is coming, so hopefully that'll brighten up your day a little bit more. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye for now.